Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Hope you all are doing great. Today we'll be looking into the iPhone 12 Pro versus the 12 Pro Max. Which is the one you should get? There are a lot of similarities, but there are some differences as well. We'll be doing a quick physical overview and comparing certain aspects like the camera, the screen, audio, weight, etc. and see if we actually need to pay the extra 10K for the 12 Pro Max. So let's dive right in. So let's first start with the price. The iPhone 12 Pro comes in at 1,19,000 for the base 128GB model and 1,29,900 for the 256GB model and 1,49,900 for the 512GB model. The 12 Pro Max comes in at 1,29,900 for the base 128GB model, 1,39,900 for the 256GB model, and 1,59,900 for the 512GB model. So first, let's check out the overall form factor. The 12 Pro as compared to the 12 Pro Max feels quite comfortable to hold, and the square edges on this one gives good grip due to the larger size of the squarish edges of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It feels quite large in the hand and it may be uncomfortable for some people with smaller hands like me. The button placements on both the phones are quite similar. Over here we have got the volume rocker and the mute unmute slider, the SIM ejector tray, which is pushed all the way at the bottom in the iPhone 12 Pro. And on the other side we have got the power on off button, which is the same size and the same position. Now if we check out the bottom of the 12 Pro has got 3 holes for the microphone as compared to 4 in the 12 Pro Max. And the speakers, if we see the speakers in the 12 Pro, there are 5 holes as compared to 6 holes in the 12 Pro. I believe that is mainly to do with the aesthetics and the overall symmetry of the phone, just to keep it aligned and symmetrical. They have kept it that way. And otherwise, all the antenna placements on either sides and the top and the bottom are similar in both the devices. And now if we check out the cameras, the camera sensors, the housing is quite large in the 12 Pro Max as compared to the 12 Pro. So these are the visible differences at the first glance. And of course, the size. So we have got the 6.1 inch in the iPhone 12 Pro versus the 6.7 inch in the 12 Pro Max. So these were the physical differences in both the devices. Both the phones are a combination of stainless steel and ceramic shield glass. The iPhone 12 Pro feels quite light as compared to the 12 Pro Max. So for this, let's do a quick weight check and find out what these guys are weighing in at. So let us first start with the 12 Pro. So this one is coming in at direct 200 grams. Feels quite light and comfortable in the hand as well. Now let us check out the 12 Pro Max. So this is 38 grams heavier than the 12 Pro. It's coming in at 238 grams. So guys, as you saw, the 12 Pro is quite light as compared to the Pro Max. So due to lesser weight and compact form of the 12 Pro, it might be the preferred choice for many. So this time Apple has replaced last year's green color with this Pacific blue color, which in my opinion seems quite cool. It's a subtle blue type of a shade and with shiny edges on the sides. Okay guys, so now let's check out the display. But before we move ahead, it'll be great if you can subscribe to my channel for more tech related videos. So talking about the display, the 12 Pro has the same Super Retina XDR OLED screen with HDR10 and Dolby Vision with 1200 nits peak brightness. The 12 Pro has a 6.1-inch screen with a PPI of 460 as compared to 1284 into 2778 pixels with a PPI of 458 in the 12 Pro Max. Now let's have a look at the memory, storage and battery of the iPhone 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max. The 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max come with 6 GB of RAM and with 3 different storage options: 128, 256 and 512 GB. The iPhone 12 Pro has a 2815 mAh battery and the 12 Pro Max has a 3687 mAh battery. The extra mAh helps in better screen on time and backup as the 12 Pro Max has a bigger screen. The 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max last easily a full day with normal usage like casual gaming, shooting pictures, videos, calls and browsing. Now let's take a look into the cameras. Both the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max rock triple camera sensors. From the first glance, we can see the 12 Pro Max has a bigger camera setup which allows better night shots and videos and capture higher details. The 12 Pro has a 12 megapixel f1.6 26mm wide camera with OIS, a 12 megapixel camera f2.0 52mm telephoto with OIS and 2x optical zoom, and a 12 megapixel f2.4 120 degree 13mm ultra wide lens. The 12 Pro Max has a 12 megapixel f1.6 26mm wide camera with sensor shift stabilization, similar to a mirrorless camera which results in better stabilization as compared to OIS. A 12 megapixel f2.2 65mm telephoto with OIS and 2.5x zoom as compared to 2.0x in the 12 Pro, and a 12 megapixel camera f2.4 120 degree 13mm ultra wide. Both the phones have LiDAR sensors and are able to record 4K at 24, 30, 60 fps and 1080p at 30, 60 and 120. In the front, there is a 12 megapixel f2.2 23mm wide camera with HDR, and it can record 4K at 24, 30 and 60 fps and 1080p at 30, 60, 120 at 240 fps. Now I will just show you guys some shots taken by both phones. The cameras on both the phones are quite amazing and they take almost identical pictures. The 12 Pro Max has a larger main sensor. Apple says it's 47% bigger than the main sensor of the 12 Pro. And since it's a larger sensor with bigger pixels, it will capture more light and details. But to me, the pictures were almost identical except for the fact the pictures in the 12 Pro came out a bit cropped. Color processing, exposure, dynamic range, white balance and focus looked identical in both the phones. There is one small difference which I noticed after every shot. The pictures appeared slightly brighter and colorful in the 12 Pro Max. That's the advantage we get from the larger sensor. But that is just a marginal difference. I have taken a small video while jogging to test the stabilization in the video. The optical image stabilization in the 12 Pro feels as good as the sensor shift stabilization in the 12 Pro Max, and you cannot make out the difference that it is from the same or different smartphone. I believe the 12 Pro Max would have an edge when shooting videos where there is a lot of camera shake, like when running or shooting from a moving car or bike. Now what it really comes down to is the overall size, comfort and battery size. If you really want the extra battery and if you want to leverage the extra screen real estate for watching movies or playing games, then you should go for the 12 Pro Max. But if screen size and battery doesn't matter and you prefer something which is comfortable to use and hold, the 12 Pro is the one to go for. So to sum it all up, the only difference are in the size, camera and battery. I hope this helps you decide which one to go for. Let me know in the comment section which one did you go for and how has your experience been using it so far. It will be great if you can like the video and subscribe to my channel for such tech-related videos. And if you would like to get great deals on smartphones, then the details for that will also be mentioned in the description below. So that was it from my side. I'll see you on the next one.